before we speak on anybody outside of our culture, let's hold our own culture accountable. That means let's hold our own backyard. So currently, the biggest music outlets on the coast, which don't play our own music, are not owned by any of us from the culture. They benefit off of the culture the most, but we don't own any of it. So let's start with Power 106, right? Because we go, damn, they don't play no rap, no nothing. What's going on over there? It sounds like a damn salsa radio station. They playing Caliente and all this other stuff. So Emmis, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Emmis Communications sold popular radio station Power 106 to the Morella Group for $82.75 million back in 2017. And if you don't know who the chairman is over there, Alex Morello, he's a Cuban billionaire who holds business interests in banking, real estate, media, restaurants, food, casinos, and professional sports. He's the owner of Morello Group, as well as Morello Media, which owns 5 radio stations and 2 television stations in Los Angeles. So to give you a pretty much outlook on who this guy is, I don't know if y'all can see this, but zoom in on that. I'm gonna let everybody see that. Does that look like somebody that's like us or from the culture or who's gonna be tapped in into what's going on? So this is the owner of Power 106, of the Morello Group, right? They own Power 106. So this is why you hear the music that you hear. He's a Cuban billionaire, which would explain why most of the radio station sounds like Cuban Latin music. They're not playing the culture. They're not playing us. So we need to seek out platforms that are owned by us, and we need to start doing business with each other if we want to get pushed the way that we say, because they're not going to do it. They're going to do what makes dollars and what makes sense, and that's not always the culture. That's not always what's real. That's not always what's organic. That's not always what's good for business. So you might have a smaller platform like us. We ain't billionaires. We on the way. That's the goal, but we ain't billionaires yet.
We billionaires.
But
we just got to go get it.
What I'm saying is we can cipher through each other. We can be propelling the up-and-coming talent, which will propel the platform, which will have somewhere for people not from here to go seek you out. But if you steady running behind the ones that's not playing y'all trying to get played, I mean, that pretty much cancels the culture itself out. Or you could go over there to the Colonizer, who also has one of the biggest platforms, but it's a circus over there. You're going to be objectified. You're going to be humiliated. You're going to be met with a lot of LGBT play and all type of bullshit that has nothing to do with your music. And that's going to get you nowhere. So really, we got to hold ourselves accountable. And you really got to start going down these rabbit holes of who owns what culture they come from, and that a lot of fucking answers. So when we like, damn, such and such is hot in my neighborhood, he's hot in my city, do it look like he knows who the fuck is hot in your city? Or do we got a team like, look, this is what's going globally and nationally, play this? Because they doing business with the ones at the top, the billionaires and the billionaires. And they saying this is going to get us more billions and millions. Play this 50,000 times. So they don't give a fuck about who's hot in your neighborhood.
Would he be considered part of the machine?
He is the machine. He owns the fucking the station. He is the machine. Hell yeah, he's part of the machine.
So if the machine is the one y'all say gets you to the level, would he not know what to play and what not to play?
No, because they're only looking at the dollar bills. They have people that work down here who tell them, okay, this is it. Like he said, the Ebros, who's pushing play and pushing stop on certain talent to the point where 50 Cent had to come up there and go, nah, bro. It's not all of them people you blaming. It's you, nigga. Because you not pushing play.
When you look at the payola situation, it's like they don't give a fuck who they play. If somebody's coming to me behind closed doors and saying we're sliding you guys 2% revenue or whatever it is, I don't give a fuck if y'all like him or not. He's getting played because my pockets is going to get fatter. So I think that also comes into play, you know, when you look at people like him. And I'm sure if you break down and you go further into his team or his network, it looks even or just as white as that. You get what I'm saying? Or Hispanic as that.
And I'm not even fully blaming him either.
Let me ask y'all.
Hold on. Let me just make one disclaimer. I'm not even fully blaming him because I'm sure he don't even have no idea
What's really going on?
of what's really going on. He got a team that works for him. You just seen how many businesses I said he owns, how many media outlets and media companies that he owns. I'm sure he has no idea. He's just looking at dollars and cents. He has goals to meet. Long as it's getting met, he's trusting his team. So a lot of the blame falls down the ladder on the Ebros, on these Rosenbergs and these DJ Envies and the ones that's getting the payolas at the station and not giving a fuck who they playing and not giving a fuck about the culture or the art. They just, oh shit, pay me, I'm gonna play it. Fuck it.
Could it be deeper than just good music? Yeah, I ain't never been in the car or heard a song so much that it was trash, and then when you got out the car, you still heard that song in your head.
Of course, that's
the machine.
programming.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So you think like, do they really give a fuck about if it's really good or not? If
No.
it's catchy and they can just put their dollars into it and make you like the damn song? It's
No,
like
that's what
gotta
we're
have-
saying.
Yeah, like as long as somebody's behind them, greasing their pockets, they don't care what music they make, what they say to the kids, if it's good or not. It's gonna be popular.
So at that point, it's like, I feel like if you ain't creating your own shit to where you feel like you playing organic shit, ain't nothing gonna change because money talk, bullshit gonna walk. If this billionaire able to offer these niggas a certain amount of dollars, they're not gonna change up for you because you think music should be better
Yes.
or whatever the case it may be. If this nigga has more money to outpay you, this nigga is gonna keep pushing the way he's pushing.
Well, this is why I just said we need to support and build our own platforms because we're the culture. We're the ones making the art. They're just distributing it. They're seeing the talent that you already spent your whole life to put in, and then they add dollars and cents to it. So that's the only thing our culture is missing is the dollars and cents. We got all the talent. The problem is we don't have no say-so in our own culture that we fucking created. And because we lack the business mind and the business sense of it. We just think, oh, this is the best shit in the world. It's supposed to be hot. No, nigga, it's a lot of business that got to go through before you're going to ever reach the people, before you're ever going to reach a not like us. We just thinking from a fan aspect. This is hot. It's going. We don't see how many channels this shit's going through behind the
hoops it
scenes
has to go through, yeah.
to even reach that. But we don't have no hands in none of these channels.
I want to say one thing. Like, I agree with what you're saying. We just need to bet on black. Like, we show time and time again how much we can diversify or how much our influence is, but we never bet on black. The moment a motherfucking, if it's a black and I'm going to say Caucasian, walk in the room, they're going to automatically assume that the Caucasian can open more doors than the African can. So I just think we need to keep it to what you're saying and bet on black in the long term. These white people are thinking way further ahead, even though they know we so quick for instant gratification to jump on that dollar. This is why I can give you $1 million, but I'm gonna make $1 billion off your ass. Like, and you happy with the crumbs. And it's like when you compare certain things. It's like if you ever told somebody about a deal, like, hey, you can make $1 million, people gonna jump on it. But they never question how much money you gonna make off of it. You know what I'm saying? To where if I told you I'm gonna make $1 billion, you'd be like, nah, hold on. You making $1 billion, I'm making $1 million. Let me renegotiate. But you so quick to take them crumbs that you gonna jump on that and feel like that's life changing.
But see, that's business. And also to that point, we also got to understand you're not going to get as much as the motherfucker that's putting up the bread. You're not supposed. Hold on. No, I'm not. This ain't got nothing to do with what you're saying. This is a problem with the culture as well. Because they think, oh, I'm making this, I'm doing this, I'm supposed to get as much or more because it's my product.
Worker paid by the owner, yeah.
I'm the one taking the risk. If I put the millions up and you fail, you just go back to what you was doing anyway. I'm out of millions now. I got to figure it out. So a lot of y'all be fucking the culture over because you're pocket watching. And negotiate what you feel you're worth, regardless. Don't worry about what the fuck I got going on. If I'm going to put up 10 million or whatever, and you like, well, shit, I need 9.5. Because, nah, bro, that's not how business works, my nigga. So we have to get more business-minded as a culture. It's bigger than just the music. It's the music business. It's the entertainment
my point,
business. That's what we got to get.
My point was never to...
That wasn't even about your point.
I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying this. My point was never about the pocket watch. I'm just saying that people are not aware enough of even knowing they worth to that extent. So it's like if you catch it, you catch it. So My point is, you might be worth more than that million, but you would settle for the million because of the position that you in. So not necessarily saying like, yes, you could have been making that billion on your own, but you chose to take a certain route about getting that money. So like you say, go back to knowing your worth, and it goes back to
Crazy
even.
shit just happened.
What'd you say?
What just
No,
popped
something
up?
just happened. I guess I don't know how true this is, but it says the